Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Market Call brought to you by Value Flow Trading Team and powered by your favorite broker, our favorite broker, Opta. During this morning's Market Call, we are going to be analyzing the following pairs as we look out to see what are our expectations for the market in this new week. My name is CJ, and I'm going to be taking you through the first session of this Market Call, after which we're going to be proceeding to the second session. And as it is partitioned into two, in the first session, we're going to be looking at dollar index, GBP against the USD, Euro against the USD. And then in the second session, we're going to be looking at gold against the dollar and the yen basket, as well as some other yen-related currency pairs during this period. Okay, so straight away, we're going to be moving into the analysis for this morning. So let's start off with the analysis for the dollar index. Okay, now looking at the dollar index, it's kind of starting to look like the dollar index is taking shape in the new trend, because if you look a couple of days ago, we had this large expanse of the dollar starting all the way from I think towards the ending of September all the way to the middle of November, I mean, right? So currently we are seeing the dollar index resume this trend to the upside. Initially, we wanted to see the dollar index trade into this our point of interest around here, and then the second point of interest around here. Okay, so I was looking at what the dollar index is doing at this time. It is not trending to the upside anymore. So we're looking to see what's going to happen on the dollar. It's not trending to the downside anymore, but instead it has even broken structure on the daily time frame to the upside. So let's continue to trade in that direction. Remember, I always say that we trade what we see in the market, not just what we want to see alone, but what is already happening in the market. So looking at what is happening currently, we've seen a clear break of structure on the daily and on the 4-hour time frame for the dollar. And in this light, we'll be resuming the dollar trend to the upside. So for this, I'm very bullish on the dollar index, and I'll keep that bias going forward. Okay, so this is what I'm looking out for on the dollar index. Now, if we see any retracement, just like it's happening right now, and we start to see any resumption after that retracement, we'll be looking to continuously go long on the dollar index. Now, let's take a look at the 1-hour time frame. Now, for the 1-hour time frame, during this movement to the upside, we saw how the dollar kept giving good retracement after the move to the upside. You can see after this move, there was a retracement. After this, there was a retracement. After this move, there was clear mitigation. After this, there was clear mitigation. After this, then you're seeing a current mitigation that's going on. Now, from this level where price is, we're expecting another expansion to the upside, because the dollar has been clearly mitigating. So it's not like it was a rush to the upside, but there was a clear mitigation on its way to the upside. So for this, we're just looking out for this retracement to end, and then we'll join the resumption to the upside. And let's take a look at Euro USD, so that we'll start seeing what are the things that we're expecting to play out on Euro USD. Now, just like the dollar index, since it didn't trade all the way to the place we wanted to see it trade, on Euro USD, these two places are our point of interest. First, this other block here, and then the origin of this swing to the downside. These two places were our point of interest. In case we started seeing a deeper retracement for the dollar index, then we would have seen a retracement of Euro USD all the way to this level. But these levels could be left for a later time, where we would see Euro USD trading further to the downside from where it currently is. Okay, so let's take a look at the 4-hour time frame and get a clearer perspective on it. Now, looking at the Euro USD on the 4-hour time frame, we've been seeing clear mitigation to the upside as price starts resuming the original trend, which is a downtrend. All right, now, in light of this, Euro USD has clearly mitigated. Let's look at 1-hour time frame. You can see same thing to what we have on the dollar index played out on Euro USD. Look at the expansion, retracement, expansion, retracement, expansion, retracement, expansion. So it's looking like very clear price action. And if this price action is to continuously hold, we're expecting a short of Euro USD all the way to the downside, just like we had all the way from the origin of this new trend on Friday, the 6th of December. So for Euro USD, I'm looking to go bearish. I'll just wait for bearish confirmations and then I'll be taking sales on Euro USD for this morning into the remaining part of the day. Now, you can also look out for microstructure. Once you see the microstructure has been broken and taken out, you can start going short on Euro USD as per the confirmations that you'll be seeing going forward. So I'm just looking out for my entry signatures on Euro USD, and I'll be going short from there to the downside. Okay, so for Euro USD, I'm clearly bearish. And then for GBP USD, of course, GBP USD already started making that move that we're expecting on Euro USD way before Euro USD started it. And even from sentiment, we're seeing a weaker GBP compared to the Euro. So for GBP USD, we might see some little retracement before the sell continuation to the downside. Let's take a look at that from the 4-hour time frame. Now, on the 4-hour time frame, we can see that there's been a clear break of structure on GBP USD from somewhere around here. And we're expecting any form of retracement at all, and then would go short on GBP USD. So I'm expecting a GBP USD short. However, if we do not see the dollar and the euro making those same moves, that means the dollar resuming its uptrend and euro selling, then we might see GBP USD retrace all the way to this level right here before selling. Okay, but if we see I think you should pay attention to what I'm saying now. If we should see the euro selling, if we should see the euro selling, and if we should see GBP USD also euro selling and what's it called now, the dollar index buying, then we're going to see GBP USD selling as well. All right. Okay. So that is what we're expecting to see on GBP USD. We're expecting a clear sell from where it currently is to the downside. However, if we see this dollar index and euro USD stalling, we might see GBP USD come all the way here before it continues selling. All right. So that is my bias on GBP USD. So let's look at it on the 1 hour time frame. Now, on the 1 hour time frame, we didn't see that kind of clear mitigation that Euro USD was giving. We didn't see that on GBP USD. But from where it currently is, it's not a bad place to sell from because, I mean, if you look at structure from what it has formed all the way to this level, this is not really a bad place to sell from. But my concern is that it has expanded way more than Euro USD has. I mean, if you look at it in comparison, you see that GBP USD has expanded more than Euro USD. So I'm thinking possibly we might see GBP USD stall a little before it continues expanding to the downside. Okay, and while it is stalling, we might see Euro USD selling as much so that to cover up for the imbalance that GBP USD has created to that cycle of trades. All right. So for GBP USD, I'm expecting a sell. Euro USD, I'm expecting a sell, but then I'll be careful seeing that this is just the start of the week. I'll be careful to see how that sell is going to unfold before I jump on it. And then another thing that you should note is that this is possibly I think this is the last trading week for the year before banks and major institutions start closing for the holidays, because from next week we're going to be having the end of year holidays, Christmas and New Year. So we should be careful because this periods we might see low volatility or very high volatility. So one of the two is going to take place. So you should be very careful while picking your trades. Wait for extra confirmations before you take it. So a quick recap, I'm expecting continuous bullishness on the dollar, and then I'm expecting bearishness on GBP, and I'm expecting bearishness on GBP USD and Euro USD. So I'm looking to take sales on Euro USD, okay, and I'm willing to take sales from GBP USD. So that is it from my own end. And shortly, we're going to go on a very, very short break. And when we return, we're going to continue our analysis with gold against the dollar, and then the yen basket and yen related currency pairs. All right, so stay tuned as we continue with the market color for this morning. All right.
All right, good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Market Call brought to you by the Value Flow Trading Team. If you can hear me loud and clear, just type in the chat box so you can hear me loud and clear. So it's a good morning, and we are going straight into the chart to see what exactly has been happening in the market and where are we heading to in the course of the week. So right now we'll be starting with the precious metal to see what exactly is going on the precious metal and where are we heading to in the course of the week. All right, thank you, Moya. Sorry, good. Okay, so let's move quick from the on the precious metal chart. Now let's start from the weekly time frame. As we all know that on the weekly time frame for the precious metal, everything still looks very much bullish to the upside. However, if you come all the way down to the daily time frame, you begin to see some level of market structure shift, particularly at this particular place where we have a clear market structure shift to the downside. However, we have some levels we already marked out some time ago, and even last week too, where we expect the market, the price to rally into before it starts selling, and we see that happening. On Thursday, last week Thursday, where market gets here, clear liquidity around the top here, and reacts to this daily order block as we have here. However, I'm still of the opinion, yes, price is still going to push more to the downside. If we go to the lower time frame, we are going to see more of price reaction to the downside when we get to the lower time frame. But on this daily time frame, we still have the shoulder at this particular top, and we expect price to come to clear liquidity here. And as CG already said, that we should be very, very conscious of price action for this week and into the rest of the year, because the price is already winding, the year is already winding up, and we may begin to see liquidity becoming very low in the market. However, at the same time, there may be some kind of manipulation towards the end of the year, very quick one. Now, if you look at the daily time frame, we have the daily order block resting just at this particular place where price actually came to tap into briefly, and we begin to see the reaction to the downside. Now, where is price going to? Knowing fully well our buyers on the dollar. Now, if you look at it on the 4-hour time frame, you are going to observe that price still has more tendency of coming all the way to the downside, and we see where we are still looking at it to get to. It becomes much more clearer if you look at it from the 1-hour time frame. Now, looking at the 1-hour time frame, we already see our sweep of liquidity below here, and we've seen clear push to the upside clearly all the way. And we've seen our prices coming back to the first level. So we are expecting price to come all the way and tap into clear this particular loop here that we have here. So we expect price to clear this low that we have at this particular point, price clearing it, and at the same time we have our shoulder here, price getting there, but we still look forward to how this place should be protected. So when price gets to this level and we begin to see some bullish entry signature within this zone, then we can easily take it because of this shoulder here. But I am still of the opinion that price should still come a little bit more to the downside to clear this particular low and begin to rally to the upside. Now, if it starts buying from this point, where are we expecting it to buy into? Remember the daily time frame that we have from here. We expect price to buy all the way into this particular shoulder on the daily time frame. And just above the shoulder, we have the fair value gap and the confluence of an order block at that particular level, where we begin to see the massive, the sell that causes this market to shift to the downside. So the sellers who sold all the way from this place can still take price a little bit up to the upside, then begin to sell back again. So if that buy begins somewhere around this level that we mark on the 1-hour time frame, then we expect it to come all the way into this shoulder level here, and at the same time the IWPD inside of this place with a confluence of an order block. So that is our expectation for the precious metal this morning, this week particularly. All right. So let's quickly take a look at what are we expecting on the yen basket. If we come to Japan to see what is going on the yen basket. Now, if you look at the yen basket, you see how that it rallied all the way to the upside for a while, and now we're seeing it pushing to the downside again. Now, but what price did here? It built liquidity before it rallied to the upside. So I'm still of the opinion this sell that we are seeing here may still come a little bit more to come and clear liquidity below here. And as a matter of fact, this level that we have here is still a very place of concern where we may see price come and clear. We've been waiting for price to clear that level for a long while now, but we may see it being cleared off, in few days' time or towards the end of the year. And that is what we should be expecting. Now, if this is happening on the yen basket, as you're seeing it is coming down gradually, and if this is happening on the yen basket, then you should expect the other yen corrected pairs, this as the yen basket sells all the way to this place, we expect the other yen corrected pairs to push to the upside. Now, a quick one to let's quickly check it on 4-hour time frame, whether we are going to see more confirmation for our buyers. Now, if you look at the 4-hour time frame, you are going to observe how that price just built a lot of liquidity below here, and we are still expecting it to still come back down and clear more liquidity around this level before it begins to push to the upside. Do we have anything on the 1-hour time frame for the yen basket? On the 1-hour time frame, it's still very much within clear market structure shift to the downside, and it's still going to where we are expecting it to get to right from the daily time frame. But if price reacts from that daily time frame, where is it heading to? Where are we expecting to come all the way into? We are expecting price, if it reacts from clearing this particular low, and you see that that low is even a fair value gap on the weekly time frame, as we can see here. So if price taps into that level, where are we expecting to come into? We're expecting to clear all liquidity around this level and trade into somewhere here. If you refine this particular point, this weekly order block to your 4-hour or daily time frame, you are going to see a reference point inside of that place. So if you are expecting that on the yen basket, what should we look out for on the yen correlated pairs, particularly JVP, JPY? So if you look at JP, JPY on the weekly time frame, we've been seeing how price pushed all the way down, and like we said, we expect price to pull back up, then we begin to see the sell back down again. And as price is reacting now, you will see 3 weeks ago how that price came and tapped into the weekly order block. Now, our reference point on weekly time frame is very, very strong. If you see any reference point on weekly time frame, look out for it and look out for price reaction at that point on the lower time frame. So right now on the daily time frame, all we're still seeing is price pushed up, and we are still expecting it to come a little bit more to the downside. At least let it come and clear this low. You get the point now. So we are seeing that happening already. So that is our expectation for the on the daily time frame for GBP, JPY. Now on the 1-hour time frame, if you look at it on 1 hour, all we've been seeing is price is very much bullish to the upside. And we may still see more of that because of what is going on the yen basket. So that is the long of GBP, JPY all the way to the upside. However, if you look at the price action around this zone, what we've been seeing there is price has not really pushed a little bit to the downside. We've not seen a clear market structure shift. So we need to wait for that to happen. When we see a clear market structure shift, then we can easily push it all the way back up again. All right, so that is for GBP JPY. Now, what is the now trade for GBP JPY? If you look at it, now if you trade the Asian range, the Asian range pattern, you are going to see that right now, Monday, there's nothing yet. And we know that this is the normal move of GBP JPY on a weekly basis. Monday may seem like a very quiet day, but when you begin to see price on Tuesday into the rest, the other days of the week, then you know where we are really heading to. Now, lastly, as we look at AUD JPY, or we call it a day. AUD JPY has a similar price action. If you look at it on the daily time frame, like we said, a very similar price action with GBP JPY. And we know why that is happening, because of what is going on the yen basket. So what we are expecting right now for AUD JPY is more of it to push to the upside a little bit more, because of what we are expecting on the yen basket. However, we see some level of flip zone that should happen here. You see the lows that was broken. So we expect when price get to this particular level, we should see some level of price reaction to the downside again. So that is what we'll be looking out for on the pairs, on the yen correlated pairs, GBJPY, AUDJPY, and other yen correlated pairs. But particularly for everyone, make sure you know your entry signature, and that is what you should always look out for before you execute any trade. So if there's any question or contribution, you can easily type in the chat box before we call it a day. And remember our training of the bots, if you want to learn how to create your own bots too, is very much available for you starting on the 18th of December. All right, so make sure you register and take advantage of it so that when you have your own trading pattern, you can easily begin to follow it up. Just if they are not available, your bot can easily follow through and trade just for you the way you would have traded. So this doesn't involve you having any programming knowledge or so. No, we're going to teach you how to do that to get the point now. So all you need to do is just reach out to us on our WhatsApp handle, and we are going to give you every necessary detail for the class. All right. Thank you very much. Yeah, Olabode, thank you very much. Been a while. Yes, thank you so much. Yes, been on leave, so just resuming today. Thank you so much. Thank you, sir. All right, so that is it. Make sure you trade cautiously and use your proper risk management strategy to meet again by 2 p.m. for the New York recap of the market color for the week. All right, till 2 p.m. I'm Lekon Shemi. Cheers and God bless.